So today we're going over laws that are still on the books today that are outrageous or crazy, flat out crazy.
Hey everybody, welcome to the J&L Chronicles. So, weird laws.
Weird laws. And this comes from the website Mental Floss, and we're going to pick out a few and do commentary on it. So, one of them, number two, is you can't throw rocks at trains in Wisconsin.
Oh, that seems
That's
reasonable.
that seems
But
obvious.
why only in Wisconsin?
I don't know. It says that the Wisconsin state made the law, and so I think that means technically you can drop a brick onto a train, but no one's ever tested it.
Oh, so you could still drop a brick, but you can't throw it.
Uh, Technically,
Huh.
going by the words, but it's stupid. Don't throw rocks at trains or
Don't throw
anything.
rocks.
Anything. Okay. So another one is blasphemy is still illegal in Michigan.
Oh, what about freedom of speech?
Yeah, you can't you can't even say God dang.
Well, that seems un-American.
Yeah,
Dadgummit.
it's a misdemeanor.
It's a misdemeanor to just use blasphemy in Michigan?
It is,
Holy cow. Oh, is that blasphemy? Saying holy cow?
probably.
Ooh. Sorry, people in Michigan. Luckily, we aren't in Michigan.
And uh, number 7 on the list is swearing at sports events is illegal in Massachusetts.
Well, how are you supposed to yell obscenities at the rival team?
How can you regulate that though?
Yeah, again, freedom of speech.
If you're over 16, it's against the law.
If you're over 16?
Yeah. If you're
But
under
if.
16, you can have at it.
Okay, so if you're in Massachusetts and you're under 16,
Yeah.
curse out the ball players. Because apparently that's perfectly legal. Just not if you're over 16. Which usually it's the other way around. That
Yeah.
you can legally do stuff when you're older.
So I guess at the end of every Red Sox game, 37,000 people are taken into custody.
Yeah, yeah. Boston.
And in New Hampshire, number 8, you can't use a false name at a hotel in New Hampshire.
That one kind of makes it. Well, you have to show them your ID. No matter
Yeah.
what hotel you go to in America, you have to show ID, and you can't pay with cash. So
Yeah.
if you're using a false name, then you're using someone else's identity, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Number 10, you couldn't throw snowballs in Severance, Colorado until 2019. It was against the
In
law.
Colorado, it snows all the
Yes.
time in Colorado.
hmm It technically isn't on the books because in 2019 it changed it
But before
because
2019, you could get in jail, or not, probably not jail, but ticketed for throwing a snowball. So
mhm,
you and your friends couldn't have a snowball fight?
yeah, thanks to a 9-year-old boy, um, now it's legal.
Well, good on that boy.
Yes, for sure. And let's see, number you can't sniff glue with the intent to get high from it in Indiana. So what other purpose would you be sniffing glue? I'm
Yeah.
curious.
Yeah, not that I'm into sniffing glue, but does that just mean like if you smell glue, you could get in trouble? Are there glue police out there like making sure that the scent of glue isn't around?
I don't know.
I understand that there's people that huff things, and there's really no way to regulate that because you could go to the gas station and fill up your tank and just take off your gas cap and start huffing it.
Right.
But I don't see how that could actually be regulated. Now, if I was a cop and I saw someone like huffing at their gas tank, I'd probably be like, "Hey, that guy looks like he's up to no good."
Yeah.
Or, you know, I wonder what the hell that dude's smelling his gas for.
I'm out of the loop. I didn't know glue was so strong that
I'm assuming like
I've heard of highlighters or something,
oh,
or
Sharpies.
Sharpies.
Oh yeah, all the kids in high school used to be like, "Oh yeah, look at me, I'm cool, and I'm gonna sniff my marker."
I never did that.
Which, quite frankly, the marker industry really screwed with kids with this one because they used to make scented markers,
Oh,
and
I
all the
used to
kids would be
love my
like, "Oh,
scented
smell my markers,
markers.
smell my markers." And now, as you get older, the markers don't smell good anymore, but they make you feel weird.
Really?
Well, I don't know if it actually did, but I knew a kid in high school, and he would do that and sniff hand sanitizer,
Oh,
and he'd act like he was a badass for doing it. He'd hold his marker, smells good.
well, your friend would be illegal in Wyoming or in Indiana
Oh,
because you can't sniff any kind of toxic vapors with the intent to cause intoxication. So,
luckily for him, he's not in Indiana.
excitement, stupefaction,
Oh, okay.
any of that stuff.
None of the fun stuff.
That was fun stuff.
Well then, if you're smelling one of the scented like strawberry markers, then isn't that in a way for
Oh, this is rich. Sorry.
okay?
Number 14, adultery is still a crime in New York. Get why. Spitzer, Giuliani, and Weiner, Patterson, and FDR, they all did something punishable by up to 90 days in jail and a $500 fine.
Well, it seems like all the local government in New York for the last
What is going on
what
in New York?
century has had
I'm sorry
adultery.
to the
And
New
they're the
Yorkers.
lawmakers, and they're. How is that a crime, though? I know it's morally wrong, but, just. It's between you and your significant other, not between you and the law.
Yeah. Well, if you didn't like that one, you're going to love this one.
Okay.
Biting someone's arm off is illegal in Rhode Island.
Isn't that illegal everywhere? Biting someone's arm off?
Right. Right?
Biting someone's arm
Biting
off.
someone's
Did they
arm off
really?
is illegal.
Isn't that dismemberment? Isn't that just simply dismemberment?
It is. It's a shame that you have to, legislate things like this.
Specifically the arm.
Yeah.
In what state? Rhode Island?
Yeah, Rhode Island.
Well.
But I guess it'll be good for when the
And
zombies come.
biting the arms off. That. Okay,
The
why?
zombies will be clear. In the clear.
Oh, yeah. Well, they go for the brains.
Oh, okay.
So they're all good. But here's a question, though. How did that become a law? Why was it specifically biting someone's arm off? Who bit someone's arm off and was like, not illegal?
To.
Look in your law book. It is not illegal to bite someone's arm off. It's like, well, cannibalism. I didn't eat it. I did not. I chewed. I did not swallow.
I want to know who caused this law.
Yeah.
I want to research that.
Yeah.
So number 18 on the list is dance halls can't be close to cemeteries in South Carolina. So no public dancing if you're within a quarter mile
That's
of
quite a
a
distance.
rural church or cemetery. Actually,
A church or cemetery?
a rural church or a cemetery. Yeah.
Okay, well, if it's a rural church, then doesn't that mean it's kind of out in the middle of nowhere anyway?
A rural church, yeah.
And that's
And they also can't be open on Sundays, the dance halls. That's a law as well.
in what state is this?
It's still in South Carolina. It requires them to be closed on Sundays.
Okay. I don't know if you've ever watched any movie or if you've ever been to a black church, but they're all dance halls.
Yeah,
When they start singing in there, the whole place
it's
turns into a dance hall. So,
yeah,
are
it's
they
great.
are they technically all breaking the law?
Yeah, you get all the good music and all the good
All
feelings,
the gospel music and the throwing your
all
hands
the
up in the air.
dancing,
Yeah, I feel
fun
like
stuff.
I feel like
Hallelujah. Yeah.
I think that
Why would they want to ban that? That's crazy. Hmm.
but also uh, you can dance if you want to.
Yeah,
Eh,
it is technically illegal, but it's almost like they
Wow.
don't like dancing.
Someone, you know what? I bet it was a lawmaker who couldn't dance, and he was like, "Well, if I can't dance, they can't dance."
Yeah,
That sounds like what it was.
yeah. Now this is a real nonsense one. Number 22 on their list is you can't use X-rays for shoe fittings in Washington.
What?
Who uses
Who was doing
who
that?
is using X-rays
What
for
shoe store decided to get an X-ray machine in Washington and was like, "Okay, guys, brand new way of fitting shoes. First, we take an X-ray." Which I don't see how that would even size your shoe.
right? It just doesn't
Because
make any sense.
I could see maybe trying to find like your the arch of your foot, possibly, but that seems like unnecessary radiation for your for Al Bundy over there.
Yeah, yeah. Well, number 23 on their list is you can't wound a fish with a firearm in Wyoming. I don't suggest wounding fish at all, but that's a law in Wyoming.
Well, you know how they say there's a saying, shooting fish in a barrel.
That you literally cannot shoot
You
fish in a
literally can't
barrel.
shoot fish in a barrel in Wyoming.
Yeah, because you can't wound any fish uh, with a gun, or it has to be a fishing pole.
Again, who did it? Who did it? And then the law
Mhm.
was like, you can't do that. And they're like, you check your books. Yeah, I can. And they're like, well, we're gonna have to make this illegal now because of Kevin over there. He keeps shooting fish. We keep telling him to stop, and he's right. There's no law against it. So kind of like in like those movies where it's like, oh,
So
we're gonna
it's
we're gonna put the dog out on the field, and he's gonna score a touchdown. And the ref's like, oh, no dogs on the field. And they're like, look in the rule books. There's no rule in the book that says you can't have a dog play football. So just because it's not technically in the rule book
yeah.
doesn't mean that it's not a common knowledge thing.
It's so
Like no
bizarre.
biting off someone's arm.
Yeah,
I didn't know there had to be a specific law for that.
yeah.
But if it's not in the books in California, I guess I could just start going on a non-rampage.
I guess so.
Next time someone irritates me, I'm just gonna start biting off their arm. They'll call the cops. I'll be like, "Look at your laws. Tell me there isn't one specifically saying I can't bite off an arm."
Such weird laws.
And then if they find one that says I can't do it, it's like, "But does it say I can't do it on a Thursday? Because it's
Uh,
Thursday, biting day."
I think it said 7 days a week.
Oh, okay, 7 days a week. Okay,
There's
they got all their bases covered.
there's more crazy laws though.
Okay.
Number 26 is you can't live on a boat more than 30 days in Georgia. Now, why the heck not? Why can't you live on your boat
If it's my
for more than
boat,
30 days in Georgia?
if it's my boat, it's my boat. And also,
Yeah,
who's timing you?
yeah. And that's during a calendar year,
Oh,
which,
you can't do it for. So it's not just 30 days straight. You can't do it for 30 days out of the.
well, the time that people usually go to the lakes or whatever, that's 3 months, right? or well, they crash on their boat from December to January, so
Yeah.
that's 59 days. Um, I don't know why they can't crash there the rest of the time.
Yeah, that seems very odd. And again, why is this a law? Who was upset by this? Was there someone who didn't have a boat and he was like, it's not fair that these guys with these boats can sleep on their boats?
Because it doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. And you know what I think?
Hmm.
I think we should have a two-parter on this one.
What?
On the stupid laws. We'll hold it here and we'll do another one.
Okay.
Yeah, because this is a very fruitful subject.
Yeah.
This is
And I'm only halfway through the list.
yeah, so look forward to part 2 in the future.
Yeah.
And
And if you like this video, make sure to comment,
give it a thumbs
like,
up.
and subscribe. And ring the bell.
And if you dislike this video, uh well, gnaw your arms off. Because technically it's not illegal unless it's specified. Ah,
Wow, this has been an interesting one.
these are
I can't.
I can't believe some of these laws are still on the books.
Still on the books. Oh, except for the snowball.
Oh yeah. The snowball. Good on you,
Kid's a
kid.
hero. 9-year-old. The one
You're a
that did
patriot.
that. You're a hero. Hero for sure.
Damn right. Have a good day.
Yep. Have a good day. Bye, folks.